Hello and welcome to Fifth and Grace. This reading today is going to have a look at your March money energy. This month we're focusing on luck, abundance, attraction, wealth, renewal, all the March themes that we all know year after year after year. And we're really tapping into all kinds of things here. It's kind of an exciting month because we're changing seasons. We're actually starting the modern astrological cycle again. There's all kinds of things going on. So it's a really exciting time of year. So I have tons and tons and tons of March themed videos planned. I am sitting down to record 2 or 3 every single day so we can get them uploaded and ready for you. So that you can kind of start the energetic new year, some might say the real new year, on the right foot, in the right mindset, with lots of great information to help you move forward. If this is your first time here, just go back a few videos. There's a whole bunch of March themed videos waiting for you, as well as everything from all of my videos. There's hundreds of videos there, so there's something for everyone, that's for sure. So this is a 3-card reading, and we're going to pull 3 cards to pick up, like, sort of focus on one little thing each card. Anybody who's been around for a while is familiar with this style of reading. We pick 3 cards that tell a story as opposed to pick a card. I do have lots of pick a card readings for this month, as well as the usual readings that I do are Astro Tarot, love readings, things like that. But this one, we're going to pull 3 cards and it's going to tell us a story. Still have not decorated my table for St. Patrick's, but I did go into my huge crystal bowl and I pulled out this gorgeous piece of malachite, which is very abundance attracting. It is quite magnetic in terms of calling in abundance and wealth. It's a great one. It's also connected to your heart chakra. So if you feel that your heart chakra needs a little bit of support, some green crystals are good for that, and pink crystals too. But this one very specifically, very magical crystal and stone. You know what, let's just have a little closer look at it. How pretty is that? I think actually someone gave it to me. I've had it for a few years and it might have been Samantha who gave it to me. I can't actually remember. I should write people's names on the stones they give me so that I can remember who they are. And I have stones. I actually pulled this one out today. I don't know what this is. I can't remember. I can't actually remember what this is. Obviously, I'm sitting by the window as usual, but it wasn't green enough, so I didn't actually put it there. But I can't remember what it is to know what to do with it. So I'll have to take it to a crystal expert and say, what is this? What is this? Okay, let's get to the cards, shall we? The first card is your financial strength this month. The second card is a potential money block. And the third card is how to attract more abundance. We are going to look at dates as well, as we always do, simply because, you know, sometimes things point to right now and sometimes things point to far away, or something, maybe a seed was planted a few months ago. So card number 1, the King of Wands. Your financial strength this month. I am so excited to see this card. Your strength is that you, my friend, you are large and in charge, and you are in control of yourself. You make your decisions, you make your moves, you do everything that it takes. And if that's not you, let it become you. Embody that energy. This is about mastering your actions, your movement, what you do, your spirit, how you live, how you move, how you experience the world, and how the world experiences you. This is a big card, a big, big card. If this was a political reading, this is Donald Trump. Don't take that personally if you don't like him. It's just somebody who's very much like that large and in charge, My life is for me, directed by me. I am the main character. Everybody fall in line. Do you know what I mean? It's that. So when you are in charge of yourself and you are really centered and in command of yourself, your energy, your thoughts, your emotions, everything is so much easier because we're not being flung about by external circumstances, and we're not in that wishy-washy territory where the universe is sitting there filing its nails saying, listen, whenever you're ready to make a decision, let me know. Okay? This is bold, inspired action. This is, I know what I want and I'm going to go get it. Bravo, my friend. Bravo. This is very exciting. If you are not feeling like this is you, that's okay. I'm going to say another F word. Fake it. Embody that energy. Imagine that you are. Imagine you are a world-class actress playing the role of this person that you may desire to be, if it is in fact that you desire to be this. Not everybody. Some people are very content to be victims. If that's not you, then let's embrace this. Let's embrace this for sure. Going to look at, that was big. That was a big, bold card to come out right out of the gate here. No timing, now or before you're ready. So you've got a few weeks. A few weeks. We've got March for 31 days. I don't even know today's date. I have no idea what day it is. But anyway, I know you've got a few weeks to really start to think about, what do I want and who do I need to be to get that? Who do I need to be aligned energetically, spiritually, intellectually, emotionally with what I want? It's important to remember that if you don't think that you could handle 200 new clients this week, then don't be trying to get 200 clients this week. Only be trying to grow and build and manifest what you can handle right now as you are. If I got 200 new clients this week, I may have a breakdown. Do you see what I'm saying? Like I couldn't manage it because it's just me by myself here with occasional help from a VA and you know, just with some like little projects where I just have to hand off and be like, can you just take care of this for me? But if we want our life to kind of grow exponentially, compound effect, but when you just sort of blow up on the first day in terms of success, that's really hard to manage for a lot of people if, number one, you are not emotionally and spiritually and intellectually capable of handling that, because sometimes success is very scary for people. Also, if you can't handle it just in terms of there's not enough hours in the day, there's only one of you, like this would just, you know, then you have to figure out how to grow at a rate you can handle, and also figure out how you're going to deal with the overflow in your business. So if you have an overflow of clients, do you then refer them to other people, or do you create a waiting room? And do you make the waiting room so exciting that they stick around, they cheerfully stick around until it's their turn with you? So you've just kind of got to figure out, like, what is my waiting list going to look like? What are they going to experience while they wait? Because there's a lot of times when people are like, I'll put you on the waiting list. And I'm like, okay, great, thank you. And then 3 years goes by and I still haven't heard from them. And then suddenly they pop up and I'm like, who are you? So you want to make sure you're still being relevant in people's lives, even while they're waiting for their turn. And it is okay to have a 6-month waiting list. Some of the top psychics in the world that charge thousands of dollars a session have year-long waiting lists. So it's okay to have that. At this point in my life, I would love to be, you know, thinking, oh my gosh, a year from now. But at the same time, I also recognize that if suddenly hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people showed up, I would be overwhelmed. You know what I mean? Because at this time, my business is not set up to handle that kind of huge growth in one day. Over time, yeah, exponentially, yes, absolutely. but it's like I would have to hire somebody to help me on the first day before I could even address any of the people. Do you see what I'm saying? So have your ducks in a row. Plan for how you're going to grow and what things you will need in order to handle the growth and the explosion of abundance and clients and customers, or whatever it is in your life that you're looking for. It could be friends, it could be parties, it could, like, there's all kinds of things. Whatever it is, just take your circumstance and apply it to this. There we go. Whew. The first card is always the biggest one, isn't it? It's always the one that's like, oh, that's the 20-minute reading and everything else is 2 minutes each. All right, a potential money block for you. The 5 of Swords. A lot of people see this as a negative card. I don't, because that's not how I was taught. So I understand there's people are like, oh, you're going to have financial hardships, blah, 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 blah. I'm just going to say this. If you live in Canada or America, yeah, we're going to feel it for a little while till these men get their act together. I'm not going to say any of them are wrong, and I'm not going to say that any of them are right. I just know that it's the people, the Americans and the Canadians, who are going to feel it. So hopefully this stuff, this is being recorded at the start of March, in the first week of March. I don't know what day it is. It has to pass. We can't go on like this. So I think it's going to be quick. I think it's going to hurt for a minute, and then things will start to settle down. My honest opinion is that there's some personal elements to what's going on here. And, it's a great lesson to anyone who's thinking about going into politics. Don't run your mouth. Don't run your mouth about somebody else. And yeah, diplomacy for the win, right? Diplomacy for the win. So if you are in Canada or America, we are experiencing some financial changes. That is no secret. This, even the tarot knows. But we're experiencing some financial changes. My belief, and I say this because I get this message from my guides, is that, yeah, it's going to hurt for a bit, but things will actually be better later on. This will actually help improve things. Kind of like a root canal, right? If you've, had a low-grade toothache for years, and then you go get that root canal, it's not pleasant. I've had one. It's not pleasant. But afterwards, it's like, oh, yeah. It was, the pain was worth it. Just that, yeah, I'm good now. And then go get a shamrock shake. You know what I mean? So it's definitely, I truly believe that in the end, everything will be okay, and that everything will level out. Right now, we've just got a lot going on. Anyway, if you are in the rest of the world, you are probably experiencing some of this as well. I know that there are some countries that their financial situation is improving. I would love to hear from anyone whose president is Javier Milei. If you live, I don't know what country, is it Argentina? Is it Venezuela, Argentina? So I can't remember. I think it's Argentina. And I would Google, except my phone is filming right now. But I would be interested because he is sort of like the hardcore opposite of what many world leaders are. So I would love to hear, like, if you live where Javier Milei is the president, what's going on there financially? Because we don't hear a lot. We don't hear a lot. Well, I don't hear a lot simply because I just don't get South American news. My algorithm is not tuned into that. So, yeah. Financial changes. This will be seen as a potential money block. But what my team is telling me, my guides are telling me, is that not to look at it like a block, but just see it as Sorry, they're giving me a lot all at once and I got to kind of sift through it. It's not a block. Well, number one, it's an opportunity to get creative. Instead of going out for dinner, learn how to make those dishes at home. I've been doing some of that just because, I don't know, I like being at home. But, things like that, like figure out, YouTube is great. They got everything, a tutorial for everything. Do you know YouTube is like free university? You can learn anything here. So if you're like, well, I really like this shampoo, but it's super expensive, just see if there's a tutorial of how to make it yourself. You never know. You might find it. Or like recipes, like if you really like going to a particular restaurant that is well known, like maybe a chain, you could find the recipes on YouTube or even just Google. Like there's all kinds of people who figure out and crack the code and make the recipes. So look at it like an opportunity to get creative and start doing more things for yourself. If these money changes are kind of making you think twice about how often you go out to eat or the products that you buy or anything like that. There's all kinds of different things. Like even, I really love essential oils. I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of bottles of them. And just for example, if I know that there's like $100 bottle of oil and I look up the recipe or like the ingredients and I see that I actually have all of those oils in my collection, I might just experiment and see if I can make this one myself at home just for me. So there's definitely, just little things like that where you can still have the nice things. You just might have to get creative about it. So this is not so much, there is going to be hardship, but it's also a really great way to tap into your own abilities to do these things for yourself and not rely on the money being in the bank to buy expensive items for yourself or things like that. I hope that made sense. I don't even know if I could repeat it because it wasn't really a message. It wasn't a message from me. It was a message from Spirit. And I was like, I really don't know what I'm saying and I don't know what I said. So hopefully that landed and made sense. Look at things that maybe you could live without that are costing you money every month. I just canceled a few subscriptions only because I was like, I'm not really using them as much as I used to. And this is money I can put in other parts of my life. So just things like that, like let's not go crazy. It's not the depression, but it's definitely just a time to kind of maybe be like, what can I do for myself here? I see all these things like laundry soap. I see it all the time. YouTube must think I do a lot of laundry, but there's something like laundry soap. You can make it yourself. There's all kinds of things. So that use this opportunity to maybe do a little homesteading and make your own stuff like bread. Instead of spending $5 on bread, you can make it at home for like 50 cents. So there you go. That's a nice way to still have the things that you love and enjoy and make you happy, but you're not having to worry about the money you're spending on it, if that makes sense. So look at it as an opportunity. And if you live in Canada or America, I'm sorry. I don't know I kind of want to read on it, but I'm like, oh, I don't know if I've got it in me. And so card number 3, how to attract more abundance. Oh, this is such a good card. Sorry, I get really excited when the readings go really well. No reversed cards today. Whoa! So everything's looking very positive. This is about, so the question is how to attract more abundance. Keep an eye out for all those opportunities. Our 7s, look at all the opportunities she has. So many things to choose from. Isn't she pretty? Oh my gosh. This is a beautiful deck of cards. It is the Fountain Tarot. The link to it is in the description. The last time I looked, it was like $23. So if this is a deck that you love and it will enhance your life, by all means, go check it out. The link is in the description. And so this is all about having choices and opportunities. This is about our dreams. And the really big message coming in is like manifestation. And the key to manifestation is to imagine you already have it. Live as though. And this is one I've talked about before. I would really, really, really love to have a big white Escalade in my driveway next to my little white Jeep. And I think once the weather's a little nicer, I think I'm actually going to go over to the Cadillac dealership and ask, I'm just going to talk to a salesperson and say, listen, I'm not ready to buy, but I'm trying to manifest this. Would you take me for a little test drive just so I can experience being in an Escalade and how that feels, so I can tap into that feeling every time I'm doing something that gets me one step closer to that vehicle being in my driveway. So use your imagination, use your powers of manifestation. This is the time to daydream. Daydream, sit there and just, stare off into space, daydreaming that you're doing the exact thing that you wish you could be doing right now. If it's sitting on a beach, sipping a cocktail, imagine that you're doing that, and like get yourself to a point where you can imagine it so well that you can see it. You can feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. You can hear the seagulls and the waves, and you can smell the suntan lotion and the pineapples and everything. Like really get so into it that when you open up your eyes, you're like, what? I'm back in winter? What happened? Like, get yourself so good in your imagination that you almost don't even need to do the thing, because you've got such a vibrant life inside your imagination that like you don't even need to go on the trip. You're going to go on the trip. But I'm just saying, it feels as though if it was felt so much like you were actually on this trip that it shocked you that you aren't actually on the trip. Like that, that's how you use your imagination, and that's how you use your imagination to manifest. And just so you know, I'm really into Chaldean numerology. So I'm constantly looking up the energetic frequencies of words, which every word can be boiled down to a number. And the word imagination adds up to 3. And the word millionaire adds up to 3. So those 2 words are actually in energetic numerological alignment. You do actually require imagination to become a millionaire, or however much money you think you might like and desire, not need. The universe doesn't respond to need, or there would be no poor people. There'd be no homeless people. There'd be no starving children in Africa. There would be no poor people. The universe responds to desires and wants. So if you're in a state of I need, the universe is like, yeah, we don't do needs. We only do wants and desires. And when you're trying to manifest money, make it like, give it a job. So already know what you're going to do with that money. And this works for me so much. Like I would say almost 100% of the time, this way of manifesting works for me. So say I'll see something and it's $500 and I'm like, okay, if I make an extra $500 this month, I'm going to buy that. And the universe is like, ooh, yeah, give us something to do. All right, we're warming up. And then the universe gets to work. Almost 100% of the time that I've done that, I have had the money there at the end of the month and I have bought the thing. The important part is to buy the thing or do the thing or whatever it is that you're trying to achieve here. Because if you don't, you've just kind of you did a bait and switch with the universe, and that's really not great energy. And then maybe the universe will be like, nah, you tricked us last time. We're not going to play along this time, right? So always do it. If you're like, I need $1,000 so I can book this holiday. When that $1,000 comes, book the holiday. Don't be like, well, I should really pay my bills with it. No, book the holiday. Do the thing you committed to, because then the universe will get used to the fact that it can trust you to do what you say you're going to do while you're trusting the universe to do what you're asking for. Do you see how that works? It's a beautiful relationship. I thank you for joining me here today. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you trying to manifest something right now? Are you feeling the financialiness that's going on right now? And what are you going to do? Is this you, or is this who you're going to step into? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to click subscribe. And if you click the subscribe button twice, you'll get the little notification bell so you never miss a thing. Don't forget to check my posts as well. Just slide over into my post section. There's all kinds of things, including my brand new freebie for the month of March. It is an ebook all about how to activate and tap into your psychic abilities and gifts. It is a big one. It took me a while. I was actually a few days late getting it posted, but there you go. The link to that is also in the description of this video, and that the description also has my website, my Patreon, my Etsy shop, my tip jar, and the freebies there as well. So, and the link to this deck is in there too. So there we go. I thank you for joining me, and as ever, have a magical day.